So, before the gameplay starts, I'm gonna say this tank is pretty much just in every way worse than a T-95E3. The gun, it has more DPM, but it just feels worse. It has less pin. It feels less accurate. The tank itself is pretty much just a worse T-95E3. I don't really think it's worth it. I think it's kind of hard to use. It doesn't feel as flexible as the T-95E3. You don't really have gun depression or any of the perks of what the T-95E3 would. So honestly, I would say this is one of those tanks where unless it gets a buff, I would just kind of steer a little bit clear if you already have a T-95E3. I just don't think it's really worth it. But the tank overall, it's not even that bad. It's just when there's a counterpart in the game that's better than it, why waste your time, going through and getting this if there's just something better at the same tier, essentially. The T-95E3 should almost always be better in every scenario if you're playing competently. So yeah, I just wanted to add that in there real quick. So I'm gonna go over my setup. I run Vince, Rammer, and gun stabs. And for the commander, I'm only using 5 skills: 6 Sense, Brothers, Rapid Loading, and the 2 aiming perks. Honestly, steady aim, and you can choose either one of the others. You probably should have all 3 of the aiming perks, but I just don't have a really good crew in this, so yeah, that's kind of why that's a thing. But yeah, that's my current setup on this tank anyways.